presently 79. Really, I don't feel my age. And it might have a lot to do with the ranch. These are holes that the Kauai Sioux women would come down to and grind up acorns. I keep these clean to honor the spirits of the people that were here. I feel as though I've been trying to be a guardian and keep the land as it was.
At the end of the day, when the blood runs in the soil, you can't shake it.
When rangeland is developed, it doesn't go back. We lose it, it may be gone forever.
It used to be that maybe the folks in town had grandparents that had a farm, and so they could relate to that a little bit.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. How are we bad guys if we're providing you with the food that's right in front of you?
Drive by and you can't see us. But you're gonna miss us when the last rancher's gone.
If you drive Interstate 5 from LA to San Francisco and you look over at these hills, you say, what is out there? There is nothing out there. This ranch is nothing without water. Agriculture is being challenged right now very seriously to keep going. We bought another ranch next to ours to sustain this ranch, to make this ranch work. And that purchase involves debt. we were given, myself and Stella, were an opportunity to go ahead. Having been given that opportunity ourselves, we want to pass that on. Get some 1-inch couplers, some 3/4-inch couplers, and maybe some short pieces of 3/4 and 1-inch pipe.
You want to take the Jeep and then get that stuff after?
On this drought, we're getting a good slap in the face. Well, we've been hit with water curtailments. We've been hit with low prices by the conditions, by the rain, by the lamb crop, by the calf crop. And so the ability to service the debt to secure this ranch is tenuous right now. I don't have an answer for how we were going to go forward. If we're successful in securing this easement, it'll take a burden off this family. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts which you're about to receive from thy bounty through Christ. Risk of sounding a little mushy. When we met, I mean, there was a physical attraction right off the bat. But beyond that, reached a point where, wow, where was my other half all this time that I didn't know I was missing?
He brings meaning to what's going on. When he talks, they'll listen.
We're both over 70 years old. And once again, for lack of a better word, we're kind of spent. But the desire is still there to do for the family. She's the heart of it. She really is. And I don't need to make points. She's married to me, so we're good. But she is the heart of it. She really is. When I was raised, we never said blessing. We didn't do that. After I married her, things changed.
Stephen, Peter, Benita, Paul, and myself, Christina. Me, I don't know, I'm the middle child. I don't want to let my dad down, right? They've given me so much. My siblings feel the same way. Have him sign there and date it. When we had a family meeting, he basically said it without saying that, hey, it's pretty tough right now. We did have to sell a portion of the ranch because it just got too tight. I mean, my brothers, they do the heavy lifting physically. This is my job right now, is to find us some help to save it. I've called a few conservation easement organizations, and it keeps coming back to California Rangeland Trust. I think that's our group. I guess that's every kid's dream, right? To be able to tell their parents, you don't have to do anymore. We've got it taken care of.
We have on this ranch almonds, pistachios, sheep, cattle. The Central Valley provides 25% of the food that's consumed in this nation. We're taking care of the food issues for the nation, for the world too. The exports are big out of California. Most people take agriculture and food production for granted. We're basically working for everybody, not just ourselves. There's a lot of young people raised in ag are not staying in ag. So that tells you something. It's not easy.
name and your occupation?
Clayton, cowboy. Rusty, you gotta pay attention to the camera. What do you want me to look at? Look at
Keely.
Look at, okay.
Look at me.
Bristol, you need to back up. Okay. It's about me, not you right now. Okay? Okay. If you ask people the question, where does your food come from? Where does your milk come from? Their immediate answer is the grocery store. There's a lot more behind it. You know, when they drive by on the highway and look up and see the beautiful green hills and the wildflowers, that's not there just by chance. That's there because of the way we manage the land.
Small and middle-sized operations were the backbone of the country. And the fact that we're losing them gonna bode pretty ill for the United States. We owed a great deal of money to the federal government for the family to continue this operation for the next generation. When we were presented with the bill from the federal government, it amounted to $747,000 that we owed in federal inheritance tax. There were thoughts of selling the ranch in its entirety and moving somewhere else, but bottom line is when you get down to the blood, sweat, and tears and history of the family here on this property since 1918 was a deciding factor to stay. I learned that a conservation easement would allow us to sell unused development rights without developing the ranch. And the land would remain as it is. Kind of thought to myself, what would my dad do? What would my grandfather do? Stay and fight. Stay and get it done.
Once it's paved over, it's never going to be those rangelands, those grasslands, that wildlife habitat ever again. And it's a huge loss. When a landowner decides to do a conservation easement on their land, it provides them not only the financial benefit that those development rights would have given them had they sold out, but it gives them the peace of mind knowing that that land that they have stewarded and put their life's work into will continue to be just as it is today, forever. They no longer have the developer at their door.
We wanted to protect this land in ranching in perpetuity. Keep it the same way today as it was in 1865.
I'm the head cowboy here at the Hearst Ranch. I've been here for 20 years. It's not a new way of life, it's the old way of life. And that it's the way California used to be.
We have this beautiful land that we have to take care of. We have these animals that we are grazing this land with and taking care of them. It's all part of nature.
I heard a Native American gentleman say, you know, wilderness, that's an invention of the white man, because we took care of this land. I realized that what I thought was wilderness, that this land was actively cared for and managed for thousands of years. Very dismissive of people who lived here for generations. Then we tend to even do that now. to people who've ranched here for generations. Grazing is the key to maintaining the flowers that pollinators need. A majority of our endangered and threatened wildlife and plant species benefit from that range management. Cattle remove 12 billion pounds of biomass a year from California's grasslands and woodlands. That's the most widespread fire prevention program we have in the state. And yet people are largely unaware of it. We have many scientific advancements, but we also need people who understand how to take care of the land and who are committed to it. That's really important.
Time and time again.
First got to know Lynn when she had requested the ability to bring her UC Berkeley range science class to come out in the field and look at a ranching operation. Lynn Hunsinger, she'll kill me for this.
They're like a violet.
They are.
Pretty neat.
She has the appearance of a 60s hippie.
They're in the Viola family.
She's my hippie, though.
On the other end of the ranch.
My students are by and large very urban. They've never been on a ranch. And when I became a professor, I really felt strongly that students need to have that experience. As a professor, it was a growth process to realize that people have a really important role to play and that involves active interaction with the land.
Isn't this pretty much the end of your property, or?
Yes, we share a fence line with the golf course itself. Between our fence line and the golf course, there was a 61-acre parcel that the golf course called their wildland area. Even their biologists made the assumption that in the absence of grazing and human intervention, this would become this utopian environment, and Bambi would talk again. What they found after 4 years of no management at all, where they had once had wildflowers, they had nothing except this black thatch, noxious invasive weeds. So it was very easy to take the biologist and say, okay, here's the fence line. On my side, wildflowers continue to grow. On your side, no wildflowers. So visual, this fence line contrast, that the biologist decided, you know, that we're missing something here. And what we're missing is grazing. And so we have now provided a grazing service on that particular 61 acres of wildland, and it is now growing its own wildflowers.
As 2% of the population, farmers and ranchers are feeding 100% of the population in the country. But as only 2%, we lack that political clout.
We end today's show with the link between climate change and meat consumption.
Where livestock are grazed, you end up with more or less a wildlife desert. If you want to eat meat, you can have extreme cruelty or extreme environmental destruction. My answer to that: stop eating meat.
Hi, I'm Pat Brown, CEO and founder of Impossible Foods. The use of animals as a technology for transforming plants into meat and milk and fish is by far the greatest threat to our future that humanity has ever faced.
We have influencers misleading us, and the world listens to them because of who they are. Not the ranchers who feed us.
Less meat, less heat, more life.
The actor took to Twitter to react to news that the 2020 Golden Globes will be serving a vegan meal to celebs attending the awards show.
I think it is a good idea that 800 people are trying to save the planet and arriving all in separate limos to have some veg.
Hashtag eat less meat. Hey, be neat. No meat. Be neat. Eat less meat.
If we lose the ranchers, if they throw their hands up and say, I can't do this anymore, which is a real risk, we've lost it all. They're the ones raising our food, and they're constantly having to fight for the right to exist. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
There is a new law about to take effect that could do major damage to the sheep herding industry as a whole.
You're talking about a national security issue. We have an overregulation problem.
I really worry we won't realize how much we rely on these men and women until they're gone. In other parts of the world, we're already seeing that happen.
I've seen interviews with the farmers. They're afraid they're going to lose their land. But in the very minimum, we're seeing potential food shortages here, and that's really a fear as well, correct?
But I grew up in Los Angeles, California. I worked for the Highway Patrol for 30 years. Just think what LA used to look like back in the day. You know, Griffith Park, that was a big ranch at one time. I'm always looking around the ground, what's in front of me, what's in back of me, because of artifacts or wildlife. You sure don't want to step on a rattlesnake that's laying there quietly. This almost looks like something. Yeah, that's obsidian, yep.
Does it ever get old finding this stuff?
Nope, even though it's just flakes. My friend Luther, the Kauai Sioux elder, gave me the name Paatogasui, which means tall one, and he also gave me this eagle feather. And that was real special, I think, to give a eagle feather to someone. And that's why he did it. So we must have been blood brothers. Searching around, we came upon this pictograph right here. It's depicting an eclipse that the Native Americans saw probably, 2,500 years ago or more. This one is a picture of the sun, and then when they saw the eclipse occur, they darkened in the second sun. I'd like to let the people know that were here before me. You're not forgotten. My legacy, I guess, is protecting the land, saving the land, because there's only one. God's out of the business of making more land. God put us here on earth, and I think he expects us to try and respect the land, protect what he created.
Teeny?
Papa?
These sheep
They're feeling joy. They're in their happy spot right now. It's a connection to where they're at, what they're doing, just like with us up in the hills. Same way. There's an inner attachment to the sheep, to the land. If the question is, what does it mean? What do you feel? And there's an answer for that, but there's not a word for it. Quite frankly, I was a little embarrassed to show the ranch this year because the feed is so short. This was not the right year to show people this ranch. In a sense, it's probably one of the best years because it shows you how a family goes forward when there's not much rain and still make it work and still can look forward to one more year. The actual operation of the water tower, it's supplied by the water from the valley. It's lifted 2,000 feet in elevation, comes 12 miles of distance to get to this point from the original source. The weakness in the whole water system for our ranch is the supply. We've talked about the restrictions on water use for agriculture. Everybody knows that one. We're no different.
It's really impressive that you've figured out a way to make this land viable.
Well, we've had help. It was a family effort. We hope this effort here helps you make our case.
It's tough. It's tough to hear stories like that. I mean, just the struggles that these people go through. I mean, we hear all the time it's tough to do business in California, it's tough to be a rancher in California. And I just really want to help them.
There's blood, sweat, and tears in this ground. We have lost some, and we're just not going to lose any more. That's it. I'm a mom of 4. I can't, you don't show fear. You can't show fear. I think him even visiting with everyone from CRT and everyone associated to it, he told me last night, he was like, you know, I've been really nervous if this was going to happen. He says, but I feel confident that this is going to happen.
We're not going to sell any more land.
It belongs to the El Gorriagas, and it will stay that way. Sorry. Go again. Sorry. It's you know what it is? It's weird to say it. Like, you know, you think stuff, but when you say it out loud, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, it's like the real deal.
My dad came to this country out of a need. Things were tough in Spain back then, in the Basque Country where he came from. So coming to this country represented freedom to be all you could be. He passed away when I was in high school. If he could see now the tanks, the pipelines, the troughs we described to you earlier, if he could see that, he would be really proud.
How does that feel?
Good. Yeah. That's the impression he left. Just because we've had problems doesn't mean we quit. So you keep going and you keep fighting. And sometimes fighting doesn't mean shouting and screaming and pounding your fist. Sometimes it's just putting your boots on and being there for work the next day.
Watch your fingers. Okay, so 3 salts here. The first draw 3. Next one 2. Okay?
Adios.
The folks driving the interstate, they look at country like this, and it really doesn't have much meaning, let's be honest. But the meaning it should have is that it's being taken care of.
We sit on the I-5 corridor, which is the main artery of the state of California. This was the main thoroughfare for the settlers and explorers, where Kit Carson went through the path. You get 110 million people a year in their vehicles who have Rocky Mountain elk, California mule deer, wild pig, Merriam turkeys. People are absolutely amazed when they find out that these species of animals are free range, no high fences. They're living an hour and a half or less from major metropolitan areas like Los Angeles. Cattle grazing, I think that it plays a very important role in striking that balance. It helps to keep the land in check. Helps to create new growth that all the different animals prosper from.
We make food for a living. Ranching is the mechanism that helps keep a lot of the open space here and viable. No decision is a short-term decision. They're all long-term decisions. And we're here for the state.
There's nothing more American than the American cowboy.
Wind blows the dust just like buckshot, and I ain't never seen it rain much out here.
It takes a lot of thought, and it takes smart people.
Smell your own sweat in the evening. Wash up at the
We all need heroes.
tank.
They do it from scratch.
Town's 40 miles. The cook here, he don't smile, and all these young horses are.
That's cowboy.
But come a tie, on the back of my caballo, I whoop it, I want on when I.
A lot of people out there don't think that
there's real cowboys out there anymore, that it's all TV, and it really isn't.
But I'm sure enough, buckaroo man.
There are cowboys still around. You just probably don't see them because we're working all the time.
Cold fingers stiff in the morning. By noon, it's 100.
We don't have the heroes we once had.
Sure enough, buckaroo man.
Somebody's doing the right thing. All the ranchers I know play the role pretty well.
Cold fingers stiff in the morning.
We're still out there, we just haven't talked about it. But we're still out there doing the work.
In the canyon.
Taking care of the land, taking care of our livestock, and doing what's right, regardless of the cost to us. Do what's right.
Buckaroo man.
They say as California goes, the country goes. And we're losing way too many of these ranches in California. They tried to do an easement years ago, but the funds just weren't there. We can't let that happen again. You know, I'm getting really tired, frankly, of telling them they need to be patient because they don't have the luxury of time. Good morning. Good to see you again.
Michael, how are you?
Good to see Ben. Nice to see you. So did you get much rain out of this last storm?
Nothing.
It was spotty. Some places got pretty good rain, up to half an inch. Up here,
Yeah, it's
the tire tracks.
pretty dry.
Yeah. Here, 1 cow per 50 acres.
Oh, wow.
Seasonal, not year-round.
That's a tough thing.
We were told that if we treat you real good, feed you real well, make you have a nice day, this is a slam dunk. That's what we were told. So
It's a good start. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Did you bring your wife?
I did. She's wandering around, I think, checking out the kids.
Okay. Okay, great.
Oh, she'll be doing that for a while.
That's what I see. You have all 24 of them here?
We have 24 of the 25.
Oh, 25. Wow.
Good morning, stranger. How are you? Good. Good.
I know. I'm sorry that hurt. I felt it.
So basically, we're going to be gathering these 400 acres. There's pairs in here, cow and calf. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today.
Well, how about?
We drive by on the interstate. Well, what is that place? That's the El Gorriaca Ranch. The land is a thing, so you can hold it in your hand. It's tangible. But what goes on here, or what has gone on here, is intangible.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be just like my dad. I think when I got married, I had family, I've got a wife. I think I got everything I ever wanted. Yeah. I mean, talk about people winning the lottery. I mean, I think I did.
Maybe things like this, maybe it'll help other people see that there's more to agriculture and how their food comes to the table than it's just on the grocery store shelf. If it hits one, that's one. The hope is that these kids that we have will understand that God made this place and we're its stewards and have that connection.
I'm 19, turning almost 20. I have about seven, 8 cows. I've started investing small. I look up to my whole family. They're definitely my heroes. My dad and my grandpa.
Thank you for all the blessings, the mercies, the graces you've showered on this family.
All 5 of the siblings.
Name the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You may not see us from the road, but we're out here, and we're gonna continue to be out here until I'm 6 feet down. That's coming from the heart.
When people drive by a place like this, they think it's open space. It's like wilderness. You know, oh, look at this beautiful natural landscape. We can't let anything happen to it. They don't realize that somebody lives here and is taking care of it. They don't realize that. Wilderness erases people. You know, it just erases them from the landscape. It ignores the history of people's interaction with the land. I hope we realize that before it's too late.